I hate drugs. I terribly hate drugs. It's disgusting. I opened up a book before and I was looking up drugs. I looked up lithium. And when you look up lithium, there's 39 results, okay, of things that might happen to you. And some of them can bring you to the hospital. So I don't like the lithium, and I've been taking it for 10 years. I was commented on the other day, sir, you're taking lithium 10 years. The last 3 guys I knew that came in here and took lithium for 8 years, they're now in the hospital. They're having problems. I'm going to bring on to you, I just watched the movie called Town. Could it be this town or One to Own? One to own. Oh, I have wonton soup. I come to Boston to own your town. Bring people from other countries, and then you'll never know who's the chief of police. 35 years old before you can become president. 35 and 75 is the 10-10 world. Did you know when you look at the San Diego Chargers uniform, if you take a look at the number 5 or take a look at the number 7, it actually looks like an animal. Like an animal's this way. It looks like a long animal. And in fact, you want me to show you where the animal is? Where is that animal? Oh, there it is. See that animal right there? That's what it looks like. This one looks like he's stoned, right? Well, I'm going to show you the animal. Not only that, but I was watching the movie in the Boston Police Force, Station 125. Of course, they have to take up where the Mayans let off. 5 times 5 times 5, 125. Right? The 105th day of the year was the Boston Massacre. The 125th day of the year is May 15th. The other one was April 15th. The 4th of the 15th, 415. The other one is the 5 of the 05. Let's call it Let's Light for Levi's. The other thing I wanted to show you from the Boston Police Force is 1629. 1692 was one of my numbers. 92 plus 8 plus 71 is 79, which creation of 3 6s. 1692, 4 times 4, and 4 times 23. 4 times 4 is 16, and 4 times 23. 4 times 23, this is a mistake. Let me see something. Here it is. 4 times 4 and 4 by 23. 4 and 4 is 8. 4 and 23 is 27. Times 8 is 160. And 56 is 216. 6 times 6 times 6. This was a police force inside the Boston Police Force inside a movie. The Boston train logo, when you take a look at any design that's on this angle, the minute there's a line up here or down below, it's going to show number 7. Regardless. But now let me take a look at the San Diego uniform one more time. San Diego. Okay, so let's do this and remove the movie from here. Take away what this isn't. Annihilate what this is. And let's take up one more here. We have me and Super Bowl. Okay, now let me see if I can find it. Wow, it did disappear on me. Let me move this over here. I have to show you this. Okay. You see this? Okay. Take a look. Okay, over here. Imagine if there were ears on this. This is a long animal. You see the feet going underneath the 7 over here? These are the feet. This is the head. This is where the neck is. You see number 5? The 5, the dog is the other way. It's pointing down. Okay? Now when you look over here, what is it that's over here? You don't only see 1 5, but you see the outlines of the U that fits in. Now that was pretty simple. How about this? What logo says what? Is it the Cleveland Indians? They wear the orange helmet. They wear the 1 leaf. Is it the Oakland A's only in green? What grows in green, the moss grows. The moss grows or the mosque grows. Somebody once said to me, my cat doesn't like water, and I'll tell you to turn him off. Turn your cat off. He's electric. He's electronic. Don't you hear him purring? Brrr. The cat motors? They got a company called CAT expressly for telling us we're strong. They're strong. They leap high buildings with a single bound. CAT communication angle of transmission. Telsa, is that what it is? Is it Telsa? I wanted to see angle of height, right? And you know right away, when you make a regular square triangle on here, the only way to have bookshelves is to cut them off. Right away you'll find the angle and the height of the image that's directly cut off from. For example, the letter A. The eaves of a house, the way a sword goes in, but the letter A finishes all the way down here. So I take off a bookshelf 1, I take off a bookshelf 1, I say center area here, 2, 5, and 8, to the left 1, 4, and 7, to the right 3, 6, and 9. But if we were to go low shoe, I would go 9, 5, and 1. I would go 4, 3, and 8. And over here I would go 2, 7, and 6. If I crisscross in low shoe, I would get 4 all the way across from 6, and I get 2 all the way across from 8. I would have in the 2 position, I'd have number 9. In the center always remains 5. 5 and 5 and 5 and 5. Isn't it funny the way Jupiter ends up to be 5 and it's the 9th? It's the 9. It's 99. Its count is 99, but it's the 5th planet. It's the electronics of the 5th planet. 3 and 5 come together because 3 is inside of 5. Charleston, the Charleston dance. They said there was a total of 36 in Charleston. Well, if you want to count 36 in a numerological value, not counting the zeros, there's 19 numbers below and there's 17 numbers above. Because when you hit 6, 6, and 6, 6, 6, and 6 is 18. 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. Plus 6 and 6 and 6, which is 18, and 216 is 234. 234. You know how many times we go to jail? Between 1 and 5. 9 and 6 is 1 and 5. 7 and 8 is 1 and 5. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 is 11. So whether you take 1 and 5, whether you take 2 and 3 also creates 11. But like I said, in between 2, 3, and 4, okay, in between 1 and 5 is 2, 3, and 4, in which 2, 3, and 4, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6. Inside tells us the size of the moon, the diameter of the moon, and it gives us the 10, 10, and 10 world. If you ever take a look at this, this would be the steeple. It'd be the steeple because it's the top of the 2 sides of one church. One people sit here in the church, they sit here in the church, but the priest goes right in the center. Do I want to pray to Jesus? Do I have to pray to Jesus? Do I have to pray at all? Inside, isn't the goodness of the realm, the goodness of the realm, the goodness of the realm, what my will, what my heartful will is? Sometimes I just rather not keep it a secret, but the less people that know that I'm praying to Jesus, sometimes the better off it is. Just by my goodwill, that's a prayer in its own. Ben Affleck. Now you have to look at ducks, and you have to look at insurance companies. We must look at insurance companies right now. Is there an insurance company out there, and is it just a reflection? Are we going to be talking about Old Spice? Because Old Spice is something from a long time ago. And what is an Old Spice? What are one of the oldest spices? Is it oregano? Is it something we put on our spaghetti from the Italians? Will it come from the Italian? Because, is that what it is? The priest is now Italian? Or is he French? Is he a French chef? What will they be cooking? The sun clock? The clock and the compass, the arc in the sky is a rainbow because in French they say arc-en-ciel. The sky has the arc. And in pool, there's only 7 colors in pool. And then there's black and white. There's orange, but that's only created from yellow and red. So now we're down to 6 colors in pool. We've got blue, that's fine. We've got green, that's fine. We've got purple. Knock that one out, because purple, what does it come from? Red and navy blue? Let's take that one out. We're down to 5 colors. So now, which colors cannot live without the other? We have to add black. If we want something to match black, putting back two more colors doesn't exist. Why? Because it takes blue, red, and yellow to make it. So we're going to have to take out black right away. And well, white, don't you have to burn something in order to get the ashes? So then, unless we kill something, we ain't got white. Now we know blue is across from green. One is electronic, and what's the grass? It grows between your legs. The grass, it grows between your legs, that energy called pubic hair, the light of man. White, opposite of yellow. So then where does yellow come from? White is a representation of silver. Silver. And inside the cube, it only shows three colors over here, which is white and black and yellow and red and blue. Where are we going with that? Nowhere. What else are we going to talk about? 1, 4, and 7 in roulette all the way down one side. Not counting 1, 4, 7, 10. We're not counting the 10. We're just going to go back to this 4 times. We'll get 4. We'll get 16. We'll get 28. We equal 48. This will equal 44. This is April and August, and it's in between M and M, and in between July and September, JS. 10 and 19, 29. I'm not coming out to give you a full explanation. If somebody asks me, I'll work on it. I've done it before, but I just don't remember what it means. It's just all up my ass, right? I'm just like so full of shit because I just can't explain it all the time. And sometimes I know it's there, but I can't explain it at all. I just believe I think I know, but I probably don't even know it all. Because if you see that I don't know because I can't tell you, then it's no more than a story in TV that you're watching no better than any other channel you've turned on. But that's okay. I'll work a little bit harder. I like this game, the game of truth. Whatever I can find that makes reality true within one mind, I will share it with you. And if somebody else has the answer, go for it. I'm sitting here and I'll definitely look into it. I want to do as much as I can, find as much as I could to know as much as possible so we can bring out the differences between what we know and what we don't know. Then we'll know the truth between the two, and then we can decide on our own. We come over here, 84. 8 times 4, 8 plus 4, the 48 Super Bowl. 4 by 8, 4 plus 8 is 32, and 12 equals 44. Space. This will be 44. 3 times 6 and 3 plus 6 will equal 27 red. 27 and 44 is 71. The Boston Tea Party. Back to 71. We come over here to 2, 5, and 8. This is the relay. Now, if you want to go in the 7 world, 5 and 2 is 7. You want to go in the 10 world, 5 and 5 is 10. You want to go in these 13 world, 8 and 5 is 13. Where is 8 and 5? They're over each other. Where is 2 and 5? They're over each other. If 2 had to come to 8, would 2 be over 8? Yes, it would. Would 2 be over 5? Yes, it would. All 3 worlds are perfect. 4 times 2, 4 times 5, 4 times 8. The total is 60. 4 orange. Maybe it's for Orange Grove. Now we go to 3 times 2, 3 by 5, 3 by 8. 6, 15, 24, FOX, Fox. The orange fox. Using Mars over here and using Earth over here, orange is 60. The orange angel, the orange fox. Thank you. Or 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, because it equals 45. Put the 2 together, and here's the Boston Massacre on April 15th, the 105th day of the year. It also looks like a road runner. Don't you look at this? You see the way the 5 has his head over here, and he's spinning his wheels? Road runner, 105, beep, beep. Anyways, we get over here, 105. 3, 6, and 9. Multiply them, always by 4, 4, and 4, 4, 4, and 4, 4, 4, and 4. 12, 12, and 12 is 36. 9, 9, and 9 is 27, and 36 is 73. That's the calling of the electronics. Something to do with Boston, because Boston and the Tea Party, when the beep, beep, when the tea starts making a lot of noise, beep, beep, it must be the boat. So that means the boats might be coming from the sky. The sky, the skies. Down here, 4 by 3, 4 by 6, 4 by 9. 12, 24, 36, L and X. Is this Los Angeles, LX? What is 36? It's 3 worlds is 666, but in reality, it's 72 times 5 degrees is 360 degrees around the day. This is 54. This is the sun. 72, 54. 126, we're in the pounds. 2 times 9 to plus 9 is 23. This one equals 29 and 23 is 52, says Earth. In 3, 6, and 9, it says Earth. 54 times 3 is 162, 126. And all I did is the multiple. If I add it together, 162, 172, 184. 184 brings us back here to time and space. This is the Spirit Connect. We have souls, we have the life that burns within us, and we have the element of reception of the vibrations of the planet Earth that is, can I say, the inauguration with the moon in the sky and the whatever, however it's connected. This brings us the life. The cat is electronic. It doesn't like the water. Another thing to think of is Ben Franklin is on the $100 bill, and they call Franklin a duck. Ben Affleck Insurance, Ben Franklin the duck, and the number is 1692. I don't know what it has to do with, but it's time and space. 4 by 4 is 16. It creates the P and H. P, H, and W. This one also creates yellow. It also says black. It can also say 7 and 2. Or it can say 15. 1 and 5 is 6 and 3. So it's all about something to do with a creation of something, but I don't know what it is. So what does that mean? I don't know. I wish I did know. But all I know is seeing what I saw in the program, it was just confirming to me that things touch. They just touch. Give me another couple of years to figure the whole thing out. I have to jump into astrology. I have to jump into Chinese astrology, regular astrology, and then I still have to learn different number rotations and calculate it. That's how they do it for the dictionary. I mean, there's no other way to do it. If we want to end up with, see what our number is, the number is 39. 39 is 12, 1 and 2 is 3. The number is 6 and 9. 6 and 9 is 15, 1 and 5 is 6. 3, 6. The number is 7, 2, 9, 9, 9, 9 and 9 is 8 equals 9. 3, 6, 9. 9 times 6 is 54 by 3, 162. 162 and 18 is 172 equals 180. 180 becomes 186. 186 stands for the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Mariners. This weekend, it is definitely a kickoff to something else. I didn't mention Minnesota. Minnesota baseball, Minnesota football especially. You know what's funny? It's that Minnesota and Milwaukee, both Milwaukee in baseball and Minnesota in football, both hold the same color uniform. Fenway Park, another thing that's funny, the size, the length of a $20 bill, 6.14. 24, 6 times 14 equals 84. Again, the same number for space. Space, the weight, or the thickness, 0.0043. The weight, less than a gram. It's worthless. It weighs less than a gram. 6-year-old loses, I think, tooth number 14 when he's that age. And then he gets $1 for it. I'm not really sure how the fairy godmother works, but I know we must check out something about the Fighting Irish. We must know something about Notre Dame and the Fighting Irish. And 23 and 8 and 15. Just to show you how we get the word who, 3 times 5 is 15, letter O. 3 plus 5 is 8, letter H. 15 plus 8 is 23, letter W. We have who from 35, Earth and Jupiter. This is this weekend, this number, number 22. 53, 35 is 88. Why is it that? I just showed you 48. In between 48 is 3 and 5. In between 48, the 8 is 7 and 9. 7 and 9, 4 and 5. 4 and 5, 7 and 9. 4 by 5 is 20. 7 times 9 is 63. The total is 83. It does not work out to anything that I'm thinking about in particular, so we're going to let it be the way it is. Raphael, 7286. Tic-tac-toe, love, the Arc-en-Ciel, the Rainbow, banks, bank commercials. And CIBC is a banking company, and they're saying Arcturus and Visa. There's a Visa commercial right now, and it's saying Arcturus. It's calling for the rapture. That's what I see. Atonement. Inside Minnesota backwards, atonement. This is what I see. What I see. It doesn't matter what you guys see. Unless you tell me what you see, I will not know what you see. And again, number 19, okay? It's an A and an I. It's two vowels. If you want to flip it the other way to S, S is always the same thing. But if we put this to low shoe, we have to put over here, right? We would have to put a D. And then we would have to put an F. D-F-A-I-S. D-F-A-I-S. It's almost saying like there's a charge. But anyways, thank you for watching 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you.